Revelations now about the car crash that left Tiger Woods severely injured. Authorities say Woods was driving nearly twice the speed limit, more than 80 miles an hour. Matt Gutman has the latest.
The return to glory.
This morning, those new details 6 weeks after Tiger Woods' nearly fatal car accident, police releasing the full report, concluding speed caused Woods to lose control of that SUV.
The primary causal factor for this traffic collision was driving at a speed unsafe for the road conditions and the inability to negotiate the curve of the roadway.
The report reveals Woods did not appear to be driving erratically earlier, seen in surveillance footage, appropriately using his blinker, merging at lanes at comparable speeds to other cars. That changed on Hawthorne Boulevard. The investigation revealing Woods speeding up to 87 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. And the car's so-called black box revealing Tiger Woods never touched the brakes, instead slamming all the way down on the gas pedal.
It is speculated and believed that Tiger Woods inadvertently hit the accelerator instead of the brake pedal, causing that 99% rating on the accelerator pedal.
This graphic detailing the 4 collision points as Woods' vehicle went rocketing over a median, across the road, through brush, and then slamming into a tree at 75 miles an hour. First responders say they used an axe and a pry bar to yank Woods out the windshield and pull him to safety. The police report revealing Woods had lacerations or bruising on his head, nose, and chin, and an open fracture on his right leg, leading to emergency surgery. Police are calling Woods driving unsafe, but they did not cite him for speeding, and they've ruled out impairment.
There was no odor of alcohol. There were no open containers in the vehicle, and there were no narcotics or any evidence of medication in the vehicle or on his person.
The police report did note that investigators found a backpack in the brush next to the crash, and in the front pocket was an empty plastic pharmaceutical container. The container had no label, and there was no indication as to what, if anything, had been inside. Now, the sheriff said they never did a toxicology test on Tiger Woods to check for the presence of drugs because they said there was no sign of impairment either when they spoke to him at the crash site or at the hospital. Now, yesterday, Tiger Woods tweeting his thanks to first responders for helping me so expertly at the scene and getting me safely to the hospital. He said he is now focused on his recovery and his family. George.
Okay, Matt, thanks very much. Let's bring in our chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams. And Dan, this is kind of a head scratcher to me. 84 to 87 miles an hour in 45 mile an hour zone. Why no punishment?
Yeah, I think some people are going to be surprised to hear that that's actually standard operating procedure when you don't have a police witness or an eyewitness. Meaning, if they had clocked him on radar going that speed, I don't think there's any question that he'd be getting at least a ticket here. If there'd been injuries, apart from his, I think you'd probably be talking about something further here. But without injuries, without the police having been there, etc., it's not unusual at all to see no ramifications in a case like this, apart from, I assume increased insurance premiums, but certainly not with regard to police activity.
Now, this was a confidential report by law, but Woods' team gave permission to make it public. Why do you think that is?
I think they wanted to make it clear that this was speed and it wasn't related to any intoxicants. I think that he wanted to rule out in the court of public opinion any sense that there might have been alcohol or drugs involved, and the authorities coming out and saying that there was no evidence of that whatsoever, I think was the goal for Tiger Woods in releasing this and trying to put this behind him.
Dan Abrams, thanks very much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.